Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and welcome to episode 6 of our Prison Architect New Beginnings prison as part of our ethical prison architect series. So if you were here for the last video, some shit went down. We were kind of evil on accident, and a lot of people died because we missed 2 walls, and then everyone starved to death in their cells because they weren't going to my canteens. Thankfully, we have resolved this. But we have some work we want to get done. So, I think ideally what we're gonna do this episode is we want to get the laundry and the workshop up and running. Maybe an additional classroom because we want to be working on reform programs. But getting a gymnasium and common room set up for each area wouldn't be a terrible idea too, but we have to take it kind of like one thing at a time. So let's unpause the game and let this begin to work. We do have a rat infestation right now. We recently spread way more rat traps around. Oh. We need more capacitors. Like super capacitor. Yeah, let me put a super capacitor in here. Fix that up. Control. High prioritize that, and then we should be in decent shape once we get our power back. Okay, there they go. Alright. So we have 10 workmen. I think we're just going to leave that. They are going to be working on this sort of foundation. And once we have the laundry room set up, we might be able to complete a grant, which is the reform prisoner. No, it is not overproduction, not self-sustaining. Prisoner acclimation and engagement grant. So I think that should be okay. We do want to start paying back some loans eventually, but like I said, we kind of need to focus on like profit first. Our main goal here, we do want a decent prison, but we want to earn enough money to sell this prison so we can actually make one really, really nice prison. At least that's my goal. We'll see how it actually pans out. We have some in solitary. We do need to build more solitary cells, but you know, these things happen. We have a nice little farm area. And if we're exporting things, you know, there's also some farm grants we could do. What is farm workers compost of compost fertilizer? Interesting. Maybe let's try to do the self-sustaining grant. Because we just need 10 bags of fertilizer. And we can do this. Are we getting it? We're at 30%. Okay. Feel like that should be it, but they might just need to get it in place. Okay, we've harvested all the crops, almost. Here. Okay, now... Okay, the fertilizer bags, that should run eventually. In theory. In game theory. Compost fertilizer. Am I missing something, do you think? Are we almost there? Okay, there we go. Alright, okay. Now, let's do this brick wall. And we can put one in the laundry. What we're gonna want to do is utilities. And let's start with... No, wait. What? Okay. Well, let's let that go. Okay. Let's put that one in there. And once those walls are finished, we can actually set up the laundry room. I do want to maybe build the infirmary for the medium security area as well. That way we can kind of have a little more separation based off of our security class, but that's something that could wait, in theory. And if we have laundry, that should help with our hygiene need, which is pretty bad. We need some more freedom and recreation, so that's gonna be, we should maybe put some more things in our yard, and if we can build these common rooms and gyms. There is a grant, I believe, that is... Visitation rights? No. I know there is a grant that talks about recreation, like having the rooms. We can look for that later. Okay. Now the classrooms we have separated from our laundry room. I might put a couple windows in the laundry room. Just because, you know, there's no windows, I think the room overall gets a debuff. And let's look at utilities. There. See, now why did that happen? Theoretically, this should have been fine. Alright, or maybe not. Once we get room for another capacitator, or once we get the money for another capacitator, we can put one down. There. We can do that. And then this should be in decent shape. Okay, can I switch this on? There we go. Okay. Laundry. So planning, we can delete the letters. Let's come to rooms. Alphabetical, please. Thank you. Let's do this, and we can expand that. So if we come to objects. Here, we could have a few back there. We're gonna probably need more washing machines, but if we start with a few there. Utilities, water. These are going to need to be connected to water. Insufficient funds. My favorite. Well, since the laundry is in pretty decent room, let's come to the... What's the name of that grant? It was the prisoner acclimation and engagement. We can take a little bit of the money up front to finish the laundry room. So let's pause. Let's grab the water. Let's make sure we have water in there. And let's run maybe... We can run some different water machines along these walls. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna need some laundry baskets. So these could just kind of put in a line. We could maybe do 10. Laundry machine, we could do a couple more, and then maybe a couple more ironing boards. Okay. Now, once that is all installed, we should be able to assign some prisoners who could work there. Under logistics. We want to be able to let as many prisoners as possible work there. And then we got the rest of that grant money. Which, this is going to create a lot of potential jobs for us. The workshop can also create some jobs for us. And I'm not opposed to potentially doing that. The common room and a gym could be really nice. Let's look at the foundations. How much would that be? 14,000 for the foundation there. See, And it's so expensive building the foundations. That's kind of the problem. Tracker thing, I don't really know. That manufacturing thing would be really easy to do once we get the workshop up and running. Huh. Recreation is kind of an issue. We could take a little bit of the money, and I don't even know, did we even designate? Okay, that's designated as a yard, but this one isn't. Hold on, let's come to planning, rooms, and let me make sure we have the yard designated as such. And they're mad because it's not enclosed. Okay, let's just let this run. Is this not enclosed? I was pretty sure this was enclosed. Oh well. I'm gonna put us back up to having 25 guards. And let's get 2 more janitors too. And let's come to utilities. I think we have to make sure we have the power directly in there. Okay. That doesn't shock me that we're gonna probably need some capacitors. I'm gonna do 4 of the high quality ones and hope that will be enough for the laundry machines. What about potentially parole? Can I see, like, who could maybe qualify? I forget. Sentence adjustments. Oh! We didn't do that. We can have the extension value and the reduction value. Yeah, I think those are okay criteria. I just want to make the extension to be a little worse, deter them. Reform. We have a few prisoners who could maybe be paroled. That is something we might want to start doing, is building a parole area. Here, let me switch this on. Okay. Now, if we come to foundations, maybe we can... Yeah. Let's start getting this built, and let's come to walls and doors, and let me get good old double door in there. We already have the other power capacitator that we can set in here, because both of these have a lot of high-powered objects. Maybe let's look at the yards and look at maybe getting them some entertainment. Here, let's set some bleachers up in the yards, maybe. Okay. Oh my god, no. That was not what I wanted, actually. Okay, let's come to objects. Let's maybe do some... We can have a couple tire things. A couple dumbbell racks. Maybe in the minimum security we can let them have a couple phones, too. A radio, maybe, in the middle. What else could we put in the yards? I think that's like okay, and then maybe in here we can kind of do like one of these, couple dumbbells back there, couple gym mats there. That should help with the recreation, at least a little bit. Eventually we can build the common room and gym, but hopefully that can at least get the need down a little bit. Because we are lowering the danger of our prison, because we're starting to get a little better at meeting these needs. Not doing great, but it's progress. The other thing I want to do is I want to start putting showers in the minimum security cells. That should also help the hygiene, in addition to having the laundry machines. Because in terms of utilities, we did set up the water to have room for them. And our cash flow is going decently. Now that people aren't dying all the time, our prison's actually somewhat successful. Who would have thought? Let's see, I'm gonna hire 26 guards, and let's look at our finances. So we are netting a decent profit, and our valuation, we're still in quite a bit of debt from penalties, but overall we're okay. I don't know if we have more prisoners who are working though. Oh, we weren't allowing them to work? Well, that's weird. Yeah, let's fix that. Oh my god. Yeah, put them in the programs. I don't know why it did that. I'm actually gonna save right now because I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Anywho's and what's that was weird. We should now be seeing a lot more prisoners in labor, doing classes, just reforming themselves in general. Because our goal is to have a really low reoffending rate. And eventually I want to get a security area set up, canine area set up, but I think we want to focus on improving our prison's quality a little bit first. And while they're working on the laundry, we should start... I'm gonna start putting drains in these cells. So we can start having their own showers. That should improve cleanliness overall with these guys. Okay, let me delete that one. Doink. Here, this should be good. Okay, let me uninstall that door. And the workshop's not quite built yet, but that's okay. If we come and we have our shower head, that should help with them complaining about their cleanliness need. Which will also just improve the overall well-being of our prisoners and make them less angry and violent. Okay. Now that's done. This is done. I had a feeling that big booming sound was this room being constructed. Let me do that. Let me grab doors. Let me do a staff door. And let's come utilities. We'll put that power capacitator right up in there. Okay. And this is a shower. I don't know why they're not really utilizing this shower area. Okay. Alright, and we can let that get worked on. And since we're having a lot of profit, let's bring our workmen back up to 15 to kind of speed up the process of this construction. Yeah, we also want to finish these solitary cells. The more solitary cells we have, the better. Especially for the medium security. What just happened? Prisoner reoffending rate fine? Oh. Well, that's annoying. Okay, and for food, do I have them set up? Programs. Regime. Yeah, and utility-wise, we're just gonna need more capacitors in there. Ingredients, yeah. We're gonna try to use mostly fresh ingredients, but if we can export some too, that would be nice. Foreman, extra supplies, cool. Staff, regime. Yeah, we need more work experience, and we want to improve our overall health, but we're starting to trend in the right direction. Slowly but surely. Eventually, I want to put, I think, showers in these cells too, even though it does improve the grade, for the sake of making sure they're not all dirty and nasty and stinky. It would be nice for us to improve them like that. Okay, now let's look at their needs, actually. Yeah, now that we did exercise, we put a little stuff in the other exercise and recreation is slightly better. It'll probably be better once we build the gym and common room on each side, but, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. And we have water coolers in each of the canteens. But I guess we can put them elsewhere too. Alright, and I don't know, it's been a minute. What if we do a little shakedown of the prison? Let's shake down everything. Let's just do a search. We haven't done one of these, I think, since we've opened, so we might as well try to get some of this contraband, because look at all this we're finding. Yeah. We check the farms each day, but we are not really checking their cells and stuff, so I think it'll be decent for us. I mean, we're definitely getting a ton of contraphones. Cell phones, cigarettes, poison, booze, scissors, forks, batons, trowels and spades, rolling pins, key card, hammers, shears. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy we're getting rid of some of this stuff from them. Dealing with all that contraband, and then, you know, that should also help to make it a bit safer. People will probably be mad, but 20 cell phones is crazy. Foreman, extra supplies, blah blah blah. Womp womp. Okay. We've checked most places. I'm going to stop the shakedown because I think we got most of the contraband. Stop. There we go. Oh, and we don't have enough money to hire more guards. I love that. That's my favorite. Okay. Well, I feel like things are getting better in our prison. You know, we're not perfect yet, but... And now they have shower heads. Let's see. Is that helping with their hygiene? Sort of. Not really. Extra supplies. That's fine. We have a lot of shower time. Maybe we should switch it from shower to lockup to just shower. That way they'll go to the specific shower facilities. And I think now that we have laundry, that should help too. Is there a good way for me to see how many prisoners are actually working and where? Oh. 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 Oh, I didn't know there was even an ability to see room grade. Okay, that's interesting. Laundry distribution, yeah, okay. Crop distribution, okay. Huh. That's interesting. There's a lot to this game. There's still a lot we have to explore. But I think overall we're in okay shape. More supplies. Who would have thought? Alright, well let me know any thoughts you guys have down below, because I think this is going okay. I don't think this is like, it's definitely not the best thing we've worked with, but it could be going worse. So if you guys are enjoying the series so far, please consider liking and subscribing. I am a small creator, it does help me out. If you are new here and like games similar to this, you might want to check out the rest of my channel. I play a bunch of different games on there. with everything organized into playlists for your viewing pleasure. If not, though, just thank you for watching till the end. I hope you are well. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!